Hi, Joni here. Happy New Year. If you have listened to my podcast rather than just read the Substack, you may may have noticed if you made it to the end, I end always the same way. We don't know, we don't understand the mysteries of the universe, but we can grow more love. Love for ourselves, love for others, and love for the infinite mystery that lays beyond our understanding. And I've talked a lot this past year about love for others and somewhat about love for the infinite, but I don't often talk about love for self. And in this New Year's message, I want to talk about that. I want to tell you a story. I I have a lot of stories about mysterious things that have happened to me, love for the infinite. And maybe I don't tell those enough, but very few stories about love for self. But here's one. I was in my mid 30s, uh, recently divorced. Maybe I'd been divorced 2 years, and it was kind of a soul crushing marriage, and I was rebuilding after that. And I had gained a lot of weight. So this is not like, oh, I was 20 pounds overweight. I was probably 100 pounds overweight. And going back and forth with multiple diets, and at the same time I had a class I had to take for work that was about being a facilitator. And in this class, when we gave our presentation, we had to videotape it. And I knew I would be fixated on my weight. I knew I would be fixated on how I looked, and I wanted to really absorb the lessons of the class. So I was very conscious in when I went to watch it that I'm not going to look at what I look like. I'm going to focus on how I'm presenting and the interactions and how I'm receiving questions and all of that. And so that's what I did. And my presentation was good, but they kept the tape recording for the feedback. And it was in the feedback that I started crying. I just sat there in front of the TV in my living room crying because for the first time, maybe ever, I saw myself. I didn't look at how, it wasn't seeing how I looked like, what I looked like. It wasn't about my weight. It wasn't about my hair. It wasn't about any of that. I was funny. I was engaging. And it was only in that, the natural interactions with other people that I could see that. I could see myself for the first time. And I cried because there was something beautiful there. There was a soul, not just a body. There was beauty. And that is my New Year's wish for everyone, that if they could see the beauty in themselves, the beauty that others see, not anything superficial about what we look like, or even the superficiality of what groups we belong to and the rightness of our opinions, and none of that matters in the end. In the end, it's only love. And if we grow more love, we can grow it in those three ways: love for self, love for others, and love for the infinite. And at any one of those points, we are healing ourselves and healing the world. If you're growing love for others, the sense of compassion and consideration and understanding of differences. And we often talk about love for God, love for the infinite, love for the universe, however you want to describe it. But love for ourselves is not selfish. It's important. How can you love others if you don't love yourself? And how can you understand that which is infinite if you don't see the beauty in the creation that is you? I I wonder what the world would be like if we all felt free to love ourselves, free to make mistakes, free to know that we are divine creations. I grew up feeling like I had to earn love. I had to do the right things in order to be loved. And I was in my mid-30s when I realized for the first time, oh, I already am love. And not that message stuck with me in any deep way. It had to keep being reinforced, and I'm still working on it. I'm still working on how to love myself. Still working on how to love others and how to connect and feel the infinite love that is beyond anything that we can know. So as we go into the new year, give yourself grace. Just for a moment, I wish that you could see yourself as those who love you best see you. See the beauty in you, in how you interact, in how you love, and how you give of yourself. That beauty, that love can heal the world. May it be so.